So a lot of people have been asking me what I've been doing in the meantime, like while I'm still looking for a car. Yes, I am still looking for a car, unfortunately, because one, the market is terrible. Two, the selection is terrible. The vehicles that I'm looking for and the spec that I'm looking for are very hard to find. And then when I do find it, the people are unresponsive or just don't really know like anything much about the vehicle. And most of the vehicles are also out of state. So if you don't know anything about the vehicle, I'm not about to risk it and travel somewhere and waste money and not pick anything up. So the only way that I'm going to travel is if it's driving distance 2 hours or less. So yeah, and that's not the case with any of these vehicles actually. But anyhow, this video is about Uber Eats, because what I've been doing to supplement the money that I've been losing during this time is Uber Eats. And you're probably wondering, why Uber Eats? Why the hell would you do Uber Eats? Well, I don't know where it's going to be on the screen, but on average, right now, I personally make $35 an hour doing Uber Eats. And you're probably like, well, some people, that's nothing. Other people, that is at times even double what they make, or what they make like on a Sunday, which is time and a half for people who have like 9 to 5s or whatever. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of Uber Eats. There's even times where I've made $50, $60 an hour doing Uber Eats, like holidays and stuff like that. You can make pretty decent money. But yeah, the thing is, Uber Eats, especially for Boston, there are ways to do it. I've done lots of delivery jobs, and like my 9 to 5 jobs were mainly, or I've done delivery jobs for the longest times during my times of having 9 to 5, whatever. And my mustache is tickling my nose. That's why I keep doing that. It's super annoying. But anyhow, you're probably wondering, how do you make $35+ an hour, especially $35 on average? That sounds pretty crazy. Well, I'm going to give you guys a couple tips and tricks, but the only way for you to actually get it to work is to use my referral link. I'll have 2 referral links in the description, and if anything, I'll probably even be able to do like one of those little circle things somewhere up top. But the first link is going to be for new drivers to join, and the second link is going to be for drivers who have already done Uber Eats or have already applied for Uber Eats in the past and never did it, or if you used to do it, whatever. So the second link will be for people who are returning to it, whether you have actually driven for Uber Eats or whether you just applied and just never did it. But yeah, that's the first thing. And then once you sign up, then what you have to do is just use these basic little like rules of thumb. So you look at the mileage, like how much miles the delivery is, and then you're going to see like how much the estimated trip total will be. So what I do is basically, if it's less than $2 per mile, I don't do it. Why? Because it's a waste of my time. And people are probably like, oh, well, you're probably not supposed to do that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, nobody's going to stop me. Like, if it's under $2 per mile, I'm not doing it. It's a waste of gas. Is too expensive to do it if it's cheaper than that. Like, yeah. Also, you have to look at the hotspot, like, map. I only work, or I only do it during hot times and in hot zones. So I will focus on the areas that are the hottest. So like, for example, the Alston Brighton area is usually like one of the hottest areas. That's where the multiplier is the highest. On the low end during the week, that will be like 1.7 times multiplier. And then like on the weekends, it could be even up to 3.5 times multiplier. And that's the time that you want to capitalize on it the most. Like it will send you to deliver away from those areas, but what you want to do is route yourself back. And for the most part, like you can even get lucky enough to get a delivery in an area that's less hot that will bring you to the hot zone so you can pick up your next hot zone delivery. So like once you start doing it, you'll more so understand what I'm saying. And for the people who have done it before, you will like you'll already know what I'm saying. But maybe if you did it before and you didn't have good luck, like a lot of the people that I've been putting on to Uber Eats, like they just didn't really understand the formula and how to do it and things like that and how to capitalize on it. And I can also say like it's way deeper. It's like once you do it, you're gonna start getting the hang of it. You're gonna know what to do, what not to do, where to pick up from, where not to pick up from, stuff like that. But like that's just gonna be from experience, and it's gonna take some time, but you will get the hang of it. But it's just like it's pretty easy, it's pretty simple, and it's straightforward. And then like once you get the hang of it, you're gonna be like, wow, this is all I had to do all along. Like I can't believe it, because that's really what a lot of people who I've showed have been telling me. Like they used to do it before and they're like, yeah, it's a lot of work for not really any money, blah blah blah. And I was like, what are you talking about? I make like I don't think there has been a time where I made less than $25 in an hour, and that is like when it's super slow and you get like 1 or 2 deliveries because like the restaurant is late. And even still, like I don't think I've ever gotten under $25 an hour. And if I was getting that, I would just go get a regular job, because regular jobs pay that. And granted, they're more structured and you have to go, but like at that point, it doesn't really make sense that you're an independent contractor doing that, because you have to handle your own taxes. And again, well, not again, but just make sure you handle your taxes and make sure you get all your gas and mileage and everything that you can, because yeah, you're gonna have to pay that. So a lot of people always ask me how I get $35 an average doing Uber Eats, hot zones, and at least $2 per mile. And if you have a better, even more fuel efficient vehicle than the one that I'm using, which is a 2016 Pathfinder, you're going to be making even more, because you're going to be spending less on gas. So that's even better that way. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'll probably do some more like Uber Eats, like tips and tricks videos in the future, because like even when I'm back doing all my car stuff and my main business stuff and everything like that, even though I still do it a little bit, just not as good as I was doing it before with the actual vehicle that I was using, I'm still going to be doing this to supplement my income. And like, for example, on Sunday, I think I made like $250, and I only did it for a couple hours, like maybe 6 hours or so, if even that long. But like I went to the range and I had to buy ammo and I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. And like I was like, all right, I don't want to like spend any money. So what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of time. So I did like something like 3 hours in the morning or 3 hours in the early afternoon, and then 3 hours in the evening. So that purchased my ammo, my range time, my food, my gas, and everything like that with 6 hours of work. So it's just, and I still had like more left over, but it's just like I traded 6 hours of work for range time, a full tank of gas, and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's like, that's not too bad, because a lot of times at a regular job, like a 9 to 5, whatever, even still in 2022 in Boston, a lot of places are paying $16 an hour, $18 an hour, and you'll trade 6 hours of work, and that will probably not even give you like food for the day, like your 2-3 meals and gas. Like I don't know, I just don't understand. But people, if you like your 9 to 5 or whatever, keep it. I'm not telling anybody to quit the job. But if you want to supplement your income, like let's say you get off at 5 and you have some spare time, like an hour or two, You can go do some Uber Eats for a couple hours, and then that'll be your gas money for the week, or your phone bill for the week, or your phone bill for the month, or maybe your car insurance or your car note, or whatever. Like, and then let's say you're free on the weekends, or like Saturday morning you could do a couple hours, you can get like $100, whatever. Saturday night you could get like $100 or whatever, or let's say you're going out at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever. You go do 2-3 hours, and that's your $100+ well, you'll be doing like 2 to 4 hours, but that'll be like your $100+, and you'll pay for your drinks, pay for your admission, pay for whatever. So it's like you're spending a little bit of time, but you're offsetting the cost. So it'll make itself work. But yeah, like, Uber Eats is pretty decent. Can't complain. And that's what I've been doing in my spare time. So I've been paying my bills and paying the money that I've lost, because I lost a lot of money through this whole car thing. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Uber Eats for the most part. So I hope that helped, and I'll definitely be doing more Uber Eats like tips and trick videos, because it's actually pretty helpful. Like, I don't know why I didn't do it before. I've done other delivery jobs. So yeah.